Thank you. Thank you very much, Senator Cotton. Senator Gillibrand.
Secretary Hegseth, this committee has had many hearings about the future of warfare and making sure that we have the complement of warfighters that we need to win any future wars and not focus on how we could have done better in the previous war. One of the areas where I have deep concern is cyber defense in this country. I'm concerned about cyber warfare. I'm concerned about cyber terrorism. I'm also concerned about the deployment of UAS, as we've seen being extremely powerful in the war in Ukraine. We've seen what Iran has done. So I'm concerned about our posture with regard to UAS and a defensive posture with regard to UAS attacks. I am very concerned about what happened over many of our military sites. Drone configurations hovering for weeks without response. No authorities to be able to track where those drones came from by the DoD to assess, are they Iranian, are they Chinese, are they Russian, are they on spy missions, what is their purpose? Inadequate authorities, inadequate defenses, inadequate technology. The Langley incursion is incomprehensible. On top of that, I'm very concerned that we are not investing in our cyber professionals, that we don't have enough cyber offense, enough cyber defense. We have currently 30,000 open cyber positions within the DoD. So I'd like to hear from you, what's your plan to have cyber defense and cyber warriors at the appropriate complement? And number two, what is your plan to create the authorities that you need for UAS defense and to have the inadequate response of this is someone else's job no longer come out of our leaders?
Well, Senator, thank you for the question. You're right over the target. Cyber needs to be a part of every single way that we plan and look at the world. That gray zone part of conflict, and we can't cede that terrain in any way to our adversaries. And so it is, you'll see the resources in this budget that invest in that. You'll see it fully integrated into planning and capabilities. And what we're looking for in the next cybercom and what we're looking for there, our Deputy Secretary of Defense is leading a charge to make sure it fits precisely what the world needs today.
So we have a program that this committee supported in the last two NDAAs, which is a cyber academy to create a pipeline of young people who do cyber for service. So they get a state-of-the-art cyber education at over 600 schools around the country, and then they dedicate the number of years they had education to the Department of Defense or the intelligence community. And right now it is not being funded. And right now, because of the hiring freeze, these kids who have completed their degree under the Cyber Service Academy actually can't get a job at the DoD or the intelligence community, and they're either going to have to no longer serve, which was part of the program, or get employed somewhere else, but we lose them. So what are you doing to unplug this problem of not hiring these cyber professionals immediately because they are part of the cyber service program? And your budget does not show that you are planning to fill 100 cyber positions for these young people who want to serve in the IC community or in the IC or in the Department of Defense.
We'll review that aspect of the hiring freeze in the Cyber Academy. We want those positions filled. We're fully committed to it. And then on counter UAS, which you mentioned, it is a reality of the modern battlefield, whether it's in Ukraine or elsewhere, that we have to fully account for and address as aggressively as possible. And you have my assurances at the highest levels, we are putting our best people in charge of ensuring we have counter UAS systems that can match the threats of the future.
I would like you to prepare for this committee 2 letters in response to these questions. 1, what are you going to do to fill the 1,000 slots for the Cyber Academy? And how are you going to get this hiring freeze taken care of? And 2, what is your plan for increased authorities, increased investment, appropriate review of UAS that hover over our military and nuclear sites, so that this committee has a fulsome response from your whole team about how you will address these 2 problems?
We will get that to you, Senator, and authorities, you are right, is a huge issue on counter-UAS
It's something
that we're going to
Senator
address.
Cotton and I are committed to passing. We both serve on intelligence and armed services, and so we share the urgency on this issue.
And so, Mr. Secretary, you'll submit those letters for the record. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Senator Gillibrand. Senator